friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a special treat for you. As you might know, my Rolex GMT Master GMT Master 2 Pepsi is my holy grail watch, and it took a lot of effort for me to buy that watch. I actually sold a huge video game collection because I am a video gamer at heart. I had a huge collection with all the consoles from all the years, starting back at the Commodore 64. Well, I sold everything and I saved up some money and I worked and I bought myself a Rolex GMT Master 2. It is my precious, the most holy thing that I own, the best object that I own in my entire life is my Rolex. I love that watch. Probably will never sell it. Probably will hand it down to my children when I die, or they can sell it and buy something good with it. I don't know. But anyway, there are two watches that I would consider selling the Rolex for, but I will not do it. But that have crossed through my mind, thinking about selling it to buy one of those. The first one is the Rolex Explorer 2, the Polar version. Beautiful watch. I've tried a couple of versions. I've tried to buy a couple of white similar watches that looks a little bit like it, and I've always ended up selling them, so I'm probably not as enthused in the Polar Explorer that I think that I am, so I'm probably never gonna buy that watch. But the second watch is actually a vintage Rolex GMT Master, because I love and adore the patina that the bezel insert gets, that the old aluminum bezel inserts get. When the red turns pink and the blue turns light blue, almost kind of grayish sometimes, but light blue, that is such a beautiful color combination, and I love it when I see pictures of that vintage watch. And I have thought about it sometimes, selling my GMT Master 2 to buy one of those. But then I came across Imperial Watch Company in my Instagram feed. And this company, they're based in USA. They do wonderful, beautiful watches with a vintage touch. And they released 25 watches in each color combination. They had a bunch of color combinations, but one of them was with the pink and light blue bezel insert that reminded me of a vintage Rolex, even though it has its totally own design on the dial and stuff. It's not a homage watch, but there's something about that color combination on the bezel and the watch itself, the originality of the design and the way out there design that it actually is in many ways with the dial, that draw me to it. And today we're gonna unbox it on the channel. I've talked way too much, as I usually always do. I just wanted to explain why I have a soft spot for this watch, because it might just fulfill that emptiness in my heart that I have for a vintage Rolex GMT Master. Or it won't. I don't know. Let's take a look at the watch in the unboxing. Let's go, my friends. Here we are back at the old trusty table. And on me today I am wearing the Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi. In honor of today's video, we're gonna compare a little bit about how the bezel insert looks and that. And here in front of me we have the Imperial Watch Company Oceanguard in the packaging that it comes with, this passport pouch. Nice little thing. I haven't seen packaging like this before, and I have to say, it looks great. Really comfortable to bring with you on a journey when you're traveling. This little pouch here. Let's open it up. We have some nice stitching there. Let's open it up like this. And on the left side we have a couple of things. Top, Imperial VIP membership card. I do not know what this is. Maybe it says on the website. I don't know what it is, but I'm a proud member of the Imperial VIP membership club. I think this is a warranty card, Imperial Watch Company. Yep, the warranty card, the model name, watch number, 12 out of 25 made, date of purchase. Let's put it right back in there. And then down here we actually have a sticker. Adventure awaits. and if you focus your camera right there, it will, I guess it will send you to their web page. I haven't tried it out, to be honest. In the bottom here, Imperial typing. I do not know what this is for. Maybe you can put a spare part of something there. I don't know. Nice little cleaning cloth. Imperial Watch Company logo right there. White color. And this is a mystery for me. The watch is right in there, hidden by this little compartment. That's the watch. And in the left compartment here is this. At first I actually thought that this might be a candy, but it's not a candy. I do not know what this is. It reminds me of the things you put on your sunglasses, you know, if you want to wear them and take them off and you don't have anywhere to put them, and you can just let them hang off your on your neck, down your chest. But I guess it's not that. I do not know what this is. Please let me know in the comments if anyone knows what this is for. I'm dying to know. But we're all here for this little baby, so let's not waste any more time. Let's take it out of its compartment. Let's put this to the side. And here we have the Imperial Watch Company Oceanguard GMT. Plastic, 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 fantastic. Let's take off the plastic on this one. Yeah, let's do it. Take it off. It's easily removable here on the back side. There we go. Let's put that in the case itself. Let's take off the plastic of the bracelet here. There we go. Let's put those pieces aside. That's the bracelet, and let's remove the plastic from that nice clasp. And there we go. That nice Imperial crown. I really like that logo. But let's start with the watch face itself, with the dial. I don't know if the sun is in the right position here, because it is giving me quite some shade when I put the watch like this. Maybe I should just reconfigure my table here so that the sun comes in from behind. Give me just a second. There we go. I think this is better. As I said in the intro, I have unboxed the watch. I couldn't wait, so I have seen it. These are not my first impressions, but it's a stunning watch. I mean, I bought it because it was stunning in pictures, but it is truly more stunning in person. Look at this vintage inspired dial. I mean, we have quite a special 12 o'clock there with half circle black, half circle off white. It is because it is supposed to represent AM and PM. It is a GMT watch, and I suppose that's a nice little design detail. It gives it its own little personality here. It is special. It is not for everyone. It is not for everyone's taste, but I actually think that it is beautiful because it is so special. And we have the 9 o'clock and the 3 o'clock with those huge arrows, also very special. But there's a special nice little trick with this, and I've said special a couple of times, too many now. Imperial logo just beneath the 12 o'clock. The one thing that I do not like with this dial is that in my OCD kind of a mind, I would have liked that the Imperial logo was actually 100% horizontally aligned, correct. This is like, I don't know the English word for it. It's at an angle, and that is the logo. It's not misprinted or something like that, but I might have preferred if it was straight. But I still like it enough to buy the thing, so I guess it's not that kind of a big deal. But still a deal, a small deal. And then we have Oceanguard GMT written there just above the date window. The date window is at 6 o'clock. And as you can see, the date right now is the 2nd, and it is red. And the thing with the date window is that it is a custom painted date window, and every second day is red and every second day is black. So if we change the date right there, you see the 3rd, it will be black. and then the fourth it will be red. Nice little touch, and they are proud of this date window, custom painted. They have a vintage style of the numerals on it, and I really like it as well, but I wouldn't have noticed it because I'm not really, to be honest, I don't know which numerals are vintage and which are not, but these are, so yeah. Bezel insert, pink and blue, giving you that vintage Rolex look that I really was after when buying this watch. As I said in the intro, huge crown with a crown with the crown stamped on it. It is quite substantial, which makes it easy to operate, and I really love that. I hate when they make crowns too small because I have fat finger syndrome, and this is just a pleasure to operate. The movement inside, Seiko NH34, smooth as butter. Let's just screw that back in. Yeah, no, I was about to show you some cool thing about the actual dial. You see the arrows at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock? Those are actually the exact same size as the minute hand arrow is. So when the minute hand passes one of those, it conceals it completely. The same as when we turn it right to the 9 o'clock there, it conceals it completely, just except for those outlines there, and it's a perfect little detail. And that detail is actually present in the second hand as well. You can see that lollipop going around, and it just conceals the actual 5, 10, not 15 because it's an arrow, but 20. The minute markers are concealed by that lollipop second hand when it comes around. There it goes, and there we have it. A nice attention to detail that shows you that the people at Imperial Watch Company, they really like what they're doing, and they're doing it to a level that is above just doing something for the sake of it. They really want to pay attention to details. Let's talk about the actual case. Brushing on the side, we have some polishing on those chamfers there, but otherwise it is brushed on the top as well. Brushing on all sides. We have drilled lugs, so you can easily remove the bracelet if you wanted to. And then the bracelet itself, this is a Jubilee bracelet, polished on the sides, totally brushed on the front there. Goes down to that nice little clasp with the Imperial Crown logo. Oh, we have some plastic leftovers right there. And then the clasp is operated like this. You push in the buttons. It's a threefold clasp. We have some plastic in there as well. I'm not going to bother with that now. And within the clasp we have the jewel, the crown of today. It is a quick adjustment option there. You just press this little lever right down, and you give yourself a couple of centimeters there for your wrist. If it's hot, if it's cold, if it needs expanding, or if it needs pulling in. What is the opposite of expanding something? Retracting it? Extracting and retracting, maybe? Still learning the English, guys. Still learning the English. Great little function right there, and I really appreciate that. Case back looks like this. See if we can get it in the sun. There we have it. Let's zoom in a little bit. The Imperial Crown, Imperial Watch Company, airplanes moving around, and the Oceanguard. Do we have a number of the watch on that case back? Let us see. No, we actually don't. That's too bad, but it is what it is, and it is in my opinion, an original design, maybe too original for some, but for me it is quite a stunning watch, and it gives me the vintage vibes that I was looking for, comparing to the Rolex. Because let's take out the Rolex. As I said in the intro, this is the modern Rolex Pepsi GMT. We have the ceramic bezel insert. It is really dark red and almost kind of a purplish blue right there. It is the modern interpretation of the Rolex GMT Master. And the vintage Rolex GMT Masters, they looked more like this. We're talking about the bezel insert now, we're not talking about the dial, but they especially when they faded. I mean, if you look at a beautiful Rolex GMT Master from the 80s or something, when it has that faded bezel insert, it's pink and it's really light blue, and that was the thing that I was after. This gives me the illusion that I have a new Rolex. I do have a new Rolex, that's not an illusion, but I also have a vintage Rolex. It's not supposed to be a Rolex. It is its own thing. You cannot say anything else. You can barely call this watch a homage, actually, because it does its own thing so much that but still it gives me that look that I'm after. It feels vintage. It gives me the light purple and light blue coloring. Fits perfectly, even though it's probably one of the smallest watches that I've had on my wrist. I think it's 38, but I'm going to talk about that in the specifications. But I think it looks great on my wrist. And that Jubilee bracelet there, it does taper, I do not know how much, and goes into that nice clasp with the quick adjustment option in it. I mean, it's a thing of beauty, guys. Initial thoughts, I really would have liked if the bracelet actually was if the links were screwed. They are push pin links. I do not like that. They are a hassle to remove and put on, but it is what it is. And that's actually the only negative thing that I can think of the watch right now. I haven't sized it up yet. This is an unboxing, it's not a review. I will be wearing it before I release the full review. As you see, I can easily remove. I have a 20 centimeter wrist. I can easily remove 2 links from this side and maybe 2 links from the other side. So they give you a substantial bracelet there. But I think just initially it feels great on the wrist. It's heavy enough, but it's light enough. You know, the perfect balance. Love the substantial crown on that one, and I love the overall look of it. Let's talk about some specifications. And the specifications of this beautiful watch. It's called the Oceanguard GMT Jet Black with faded blue and pink bezel. It doesn't have a reference number, or at least not any that I could find. It's just the name. It's limited to 25 pieces of each color combination, and this is, as I said, the faded blue and pink bezel one. Movement inside of the watch is a Seiko NH34. It has a 41 hours power reserve and a GMT function and date. The case is made of 316L stainless steel, and the dimensions are the diameter 38 millimeters, the thickness, and that is including the domed sapphire crystal, is 14 millimeters, the lug width is 20 millimeters, and the lug to lug is 47 millimeters. As I mentioned, we have a domed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the inside, a water resistance of 200 meters, and the lume is Swiss Super Luminova BGW9. The bracelet on the watch, we have a 316L stainless steel bracelet. It starts at 20 millimeters at the lugs and it tapers down to 16 millimeters at the clasp. It's solid links all throughout, and at the clasp we have that nice little quick adjustment possibility, which is a bonus. The custom parts of this watch are following: the gilt pointer hands, the red GMT hand, the date wheel, and the bezel. Both the bezel insert itself and the friction fit functionality of it. It's entirely custom made. So the bezel itself and the bezel insert custom made. Nice. that's it. That's the Imperial Watch Company Oceanguard GMT. Did you like it, or do you think the design is a little way too out there for you? Please let me know in the comments below. And as usual, my friends, if you happen to like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you do not like the video, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like in the comments, and I'll try to do better until my next video. And if you just happen to love the video, please consider giving me a subscription, because that will warm my old heart on this beautiful day. And I've got nothing more to say to you guys today, so I hope you have a great day, and until I see you again, my friends, bye bye.